Good morning, me hearties. A very good morning to you. It's 10 minutes to 8 on Sunday morning. That's UK time, of course. I know you're watching throughout the world. And I'm Scottie McClue, hashtag FloatEye, all in uppercase, the first lord of the internet. Good morning to you. Lovely to have you with us. And a big dinky-do. There's Baz just joined us. Good morning, Baz. Lovely to have you with us. And welcome to Scottie McClue on a Sunday morning. That's what it's about, I say. If all of you can tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that we are live, then that would just be amazing. So spread the word, come and join us, follow us as soon as you come on, all that sort of thing. And then we can get the chat going, you see, because that's what it's all about. Nation speaking peace unto nation. Yes, indeed. Information, education, and entertainment. I've got 14 likes. Who's been tap, tappity, tap already? What do you think the Rangers' score will be? Oh, well, I don't really want to say. I mean, I have a pretty good idea, but the television companies wouldn't like if I told you, because it gives away. And I don't think the clubs would like it if I told you either. Hello, Scottie. How are you? Kareem, good morning. How marvellous. Are you up and out with the dogs? I bet you've been out with the dogs. Hello, Scottie. DINKY-DOO. Good morning, everybody. Lovely to have you with us. Always tell us where you're watching from. Spread the word, I say. And if every single one of you watching could just pop up to the top left and click the plus, that would be amazing. Don't forget, we're also live streaming right on the YouTube site as well. So all you do is pop into your search engine, YouTube, the world's top talk show, Scottie McClue, up we come. You know what I mean? I'm now in bed listening to you. Kareem, you've walked the dogs and you've gone back to bed. How amazing is that on a Sunday morning? Fantastic. Kai, thank you so much for sending me red roses. I put a tiny little goal up, 20 baby foxes. Thank you so much. And I've got 20 red roses. There we are. Thank you. Thank you very much for contributing to the live goal. Poker the Raccoon and all these beautiful people. Sorted, in it. Oh, it's sorted, movement. Absolutely. There we are. Hi, says SCP. Good morning. Good morning, SCP. And lovely to have you with us. And if you're watching on the YouTube, please do subscribe. You know, every little bit makes a vast difference, guys. And this is very big. Poker has sent me 5 baby foxes. Is that not beautiful? What part of Scotland are you fae? I'm fae the West Coast. There's the phones going. Good morning. You're live in Scottish Phoning. Who's that?
That's Craig.
Craig, how are you? Good morning.
I'm good.
Good, excellent. Lovely to hear you.
He plays at centre half. He comes defence into attack.
Oh,
Scottie McClue. Lines up. Big.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. There's S. McKell calling me Badger. Badger McClue. Isn't that fantastic? We love that. There we are. Good one, S. McKell. We like that. Now then, how's your day going, Daniel? The day is going outstandingly well. Lovely to have you with us. And a massive dinky-do. Hashtag FloatEye, the first lord of the internet, I say to you. There we go. Now, everybody's predicting the Rangers Celtic score today. How do we think that will go? Mr. Martin, hi, Scottie. Where's your neck gone? Have you secured the bag now? Mr. Martin, this secured the bag. Let's stop that nonsense because it's not clever, it's not funny, and it's not big. DINKY-DOO from, now, it's not saline in Fife, it's Salin, isn't it? Have I got that right? In Fife. Again, we love Fife. DINKY-DOO, I'm on the Rangers 4-0, says Sugarly. Sugarly reckons 4-0. Any advance on 4-0? So there we are. What will the Celtic get then, do we think? Do we think there might be 4-0 the other way? Colorado Springs says, howdy, brother. Santa Claus in Colorado. We love having you with us. And DINKY-DOO. Rangers 2-1 to Celtic. No, sorry. Rangers 2-1. So there we are. Absolutely. Now, what have we got here? It's just a question, Scotty. Yeah, but it's a very silly question because it doesn't mean anything to me, and I'd be very surprised if it means anything to you. So there you have it. I am in Glasgow, SCP. We love having you in Glasgow, a very fine city. What's your team, says Sugarly? Oh, I think I'd go for Man U, Sugarly. There we have it. 3-2. SCP says 3-2. 3-2 to who, SCP? We don't know what you mean. JRC's followed us, guys. Guys, get following as soon as you possibly can. Everybody watching Scottie McClue should actually be following. There we are. Otherwise, why are you on the internet? You know what I say? You're working hard. I just wanted to know what your rewards are. My rewards, Mr. Martin, are that I get to talk to good people like yourself. And that's reward enough for me. And I'm not actually working hard anyway. I'm just popping up to say hi. So I'd hardly call that hard work, would you? I mean, I've done some hard work in my day. Do you reckon Derry could win the All-Ireland this year? Now, Ewan, are we talking about the hurling? There you have it. Yes, indeed. The Rangers, SCP, the red, white, and blue. And he sent me 3 hearts. You can see them if you pop onto the YouTube channel and subscribe. Big game today, Scotty. I'm a United fan too, but expecting a whipping today. A milk steak. We must never get a whipping for the Man U. A big hello from Belfast. No surrender. I think we surrendered when we did Brexit. So I think no surrender's kind of passé now. Do you know what I mean? I'm very worried about the government. They're putting bad chemicals in our food in England. Well, I don't know that it's the government. I think they've always put bad chemicals in your food because it's called processing. Yes, indeed, processing. So there you go. So processed food. There's too many orange men here. Ewan, orange men. Well, I think we should call them people of a certain hue. How about that? There, you are like my dad, says SCP. SCP, thank you. What a privilege. So there we are. Milk Steak says, I'm worried about today. Ewan says, sorry, Protestants. Well, you'll never have too many Protestants, Ewan, because Catholicism is the dominant denomination of the major faith in the world. So the world's major faith is Christian, and Catholicism is a denomination of Christianity. And everybody was Catholic and still is Catholic, but not everybody is Roman Catholic because some people have protested. Ewan says it's Irish. Oh, it's Owen. Ah, well, you see, I had a friend called Ewan, and he spelt it exactly like you, but I'll call it Owen. Absolutely. Surely Catholicism is hanging on by threads at the moment. Milk Steak. Far, 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 far from it. The main population of the world is Catholic, Roman Catholic. So there's no hanging on by threads. I mean, maybe your top Catholics don't go to Mass or something like that, but no. Ewan says it's English. In English, it's Eugene. Eugene. Wow. I thought that was French. Is that the Greenock Academy signing your wall? Lauren, of course it is. How fantastic. The best school in the world. I've got to go to Mass now in an hour, says Owen. Well, and welcome to Mass, I say. Maybe we should celebrate Mass on here live on a Sunday morning for everybody. Save you going out. When's the kickoff? I don't know, SCP. I'm not going. I used to go along to the Old Firm games early because the way they were playing, there's a very good chance that I've got a game. Guys, if you're watching on the TikTok, have you followed? Yes, have you looked at all the videos? Have you loved and liked and shared? And also, if you're on the YouTube channel, have you given me a thumbs up down to the bottom left? And have you given me a thumbs up? And have you subscribed? Morning, Scottie, DINKY-DOO. Can somebody tell us, pop over to the YouTube and tell us how many subscribers we've got? My granny makes me go every Sunday from Derry in Ireland. Well, good one, Owen. You get yourself off to Mass. And then at the end they will say, in nomine Patris, and Filii et Spiritus Sanctus. Went to myself before it amalgamated with Guruk High. That's right, Lauren. You are 100%, and it's got a new name now, isn't it? But it's in a beautiful site up on the hill there. And it was in a lovely site. Do you know, when I was a wee boy, the school that you went to was one house, Balclutha, a beautiful big Victorian mansion, knocked down. And I think it was purchased by the council because the story was that Mr. Scott, Robert Lyons Scott, who died in 1939, just before the First World War, of Scott, the shipbuilders, lived there. If you go down Madeira Street in Greenock, halfway down you'll see what was the old stables for Balclutha and is now beautiful housing. There we are. I've got to Mass. I love it and I hate it, but I definitely don't miss it. So there we are. Jesus, I didn't know you were fluent in Latin. Owen, we all speak Latin. You speak Latin. Yes, absolutely. I'll show you all in a minute. Every Sunday we follow to cheer Scottie and the boys in blue. To cheer Scottie and the boys in blue. Do you star in an EP of Still Game? No, but Sean, I was apparently the original inspiration for Still Game. Guys, can everybody tap their phones? Tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap. One says, I won't have to put any money in the collect this week. Hello from sunny Govan. So there you are. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Indeed, Owen, but I cannot hear your confession. So there we are. You have 4,200k subs, Scottie. Good. We need to get that up to 5,000. So everybody watching, get yourselves onto Scottie McClue's YouTube. It's just Scottie McClue, the world's top talk show, or youtube.com/Scottie McClue, all one word. There we are. I was an altar boy, says Milk Steak. Excellent. What sort of things did you do? Did you hold the Bible? Did you carry the candle? There we have it. Did you carry the cross? Do tell. No, I mean 4.25, right? 4.25. So that needs to become 5.00 today. Guys, we're needing everyone to do us a favor and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you a bean. I like you, man, your sound. I like you, Owen, your sound. I tell you, top man. Wonderful, lovely to have everyone on here today. And of course, good luck to both the Rangers and the Celtic. The alternative boy carried the candle. There we are. Excellent, Jude. Good stuff. So there we are. Alternative has got the altar boy. I carried the candle. Got you. I held the Bible, I carried the candle, and I ring the bells. Just holding thing. It's Sunday morning. I've been up since Friday. What is this? Nick M. You should never, ever, ever have to ask, what is this, when it's Scottie McClue talking to the world. There we are. DINKY-DOO. Right, Jude, we're not needing all that information. Thank you very much. There are other channels for that. So there we are. I'm not going to the game. I'll get in a fight. SCP. Why would anybody ever get in a fight at a Rangers Celtic match? What would be the point in that? What point are you making, I say? You should have 100,000 subs by now. I should, Mr. Martin, that people are very, very lazy about subbing. Who's going to win, Celtic or Rangers? Well, somebody will. I can tell you that, but I mustn't say. I've got a fair idea, but I don't want to spoil it for the television company and for the clubs. I mean, if Scottie McClue gives out the score, the clubs are going to be dischuffed. And nobody should ever be dischuffed with Scottie McClue. Paul says it's 2-1 to Rangers. I'm only joking. Have a brilliant day, Scotty. Nothing funny about that, Jude. So there we go. Now, what have we got here? They haven't signed any decent players. Their best goal scorer is a right back. Is this Celtic? So there we have it. Nobody appreciates quality anymore. Well, I think, Mr. Martin, the media is so fragmented. This is why we've moved Scotty online from the radio. But we may, in the very near future, be including a radio station in the platforms. But the way ahead is actually now online, streaming, live streaming. What's your opinion on America copying Glasgow? Well, America has always copied Glasgow, right? They used to say that in London, whatever America does today, in 10 years' time, it will be happening in London. And I think that's true. I think America brought us in illegal drugs. But talking of which, Glasgow controlled America, as always has, actually, probably still does. But Glasgow ran the whole of the tobacco trade. But of course, it's well out of favor because there was slavery involved. There we are. Good morning, mate. DINKY-DOO from Cambuslang. I hope the Rangers win, says Robert McNaughton. So there we go. Well, we'll see, Robert. You know, I mean, I always thought the best team won. But I heard a commentator say, I know they didn't win, but I think they were the better team today. Now, is that not a strange thing to say? Are you from Glasgow, says Owen. I am Owen. Well, originally from a lovely place called Greenock. There we are. I believe London is heavily fascist right now. JRC, define what you mean by fascist, right? That's the next question. So pop down what you mean by fascist, and we will discuss it. I tell you, both good teams. Robert McNaughton, very good teams, the Rangers and the Celtic. I think we should swap for a month. If you're a Rangers supporter, you become a Celtic supporter. And if you're a Celtic supporter, you start supporting Rangers. Just for a month to see how you go. Go into someone else's shoes. Hi from Dungannon in Northern Ireland. We love you in Northern Ireland, in Dungannon. What about you all over there? I went to Glasgow one time and Sauchiehall Street was the place to be. Owen, Sauchiehall Street was always the place to be. Slightly changed. A lot of pizza places and things now. Hi from Aberdeen. Aye, good morning, Aberdeen. Welcome to Scottie McClue. Fit like and fools your do's. Bro, I'm next to Ibrox. I know it. Scroll down on Scottie McClue's TikTok videos and you will see Ibrox. Yes, indeed. Knock some badges out. That'll bring in a few bob. Here we are. There's the badge. Can everybody see the Scottie McClue badge? I wonder if I can close up for you guys. I think you can do this. Can you see the Scottie McClue badge there, everybody? Have you got a close-up of Scottie McClue now? If you analyze American news right now, it's heavily fascist. Right, now I want you to now define what you mean by fascist. So there we are, DINKY-DOO. Right, JRC, we get you there. I won't mention channels, but I understand where you're coming from. Can you tell me, guys, if you could see their very, very important. Now, excellent JRC. So lovely to have you with us, but I want you to define your opinion of fascism. SCP says, I need to go. I know we need to go, everybody. How fantastic is this? But so lovely. I need another 20 followers on the TikTok, and I need another 10 to 15 subscribers right now on the YouTube channel. So can everybody watching the TikTok pop over to YouTube? You'll see the link in my TikTok bio. Just subscribe and pop back. Follow us, guys, as soon as you can. There's going to be a murder, says AR. A famous line. Who said it, though? Right? Who said that line? There's going to be a murder. That's this morning's question. Now, guys, I've put up some outstanding videos for you. Can everybody go tap, tap, tappity, tap on the phones? I've got 1,400 likes. Taggart. Yes, Chrissy. It was Taggart. Good one. Have a fab day, everybody. Robert, thank you very much. Taggart. It's actually Taggart. So there we are. Taggart is the one. How fantastic is that? Now, in fact, I must ask a friend of mine, because his dog was called Taggart. And I must ask him if that's why. There we are. Follow us, guys, as soon as you possibly can. Robert's lolling there. Fantastic. Hashtag lol, guys. Now, a very good morning to you. If you've just joined us, you're watching Scottie McClue. Can I have another 12 followers right now, please? So everybody watching. I was in Taggart, says Owen. You were in Taggart. Ah, what part did you play in Taggart? We'd like to know more about this. This is fascinating, guys. Has everybody popped over and subscribed on the YouTube channel? Make that your day's work. Yes, but I can't mind the actor. Oh, I see. Yes. Oh, and yes, the actor was Mark McManus. Sadly, no longer with us. A very nice man. I used to say good morning to him most mornings because I worked at Scottish television. And I used to see Mark McManus who said, hello. So, hello, Mark. Hi. Fine fella. So there, I'm reading the books. Excellent stuff. It wasn't Taggart. The lines from... No, I wasn't in Taggart, says Owen. The line is from Taggart. Yes, Taggart, is it not? Guys, check the spelling of Taggart. I'm sure it's Taggart. Drink water, stay hydrated. Yes, sometimes a wee grain of salt before your water. Get it into your cells. Into your cell. Into your cell. Did you hear about the lonely prisoner? He was in his cell. You're not Scottish. You act English. Ollie, do not be ridiculous. I have a broad Scottish accent. And what is acting English? Anyway, how do you act English? There we go. Owen, yes, we'll not be doing that. Thank you. I'm in my cell. There we are, Robert. Yes, he was in his cell. Has everybody followed? There we are. No, you haven't all followed. We need another 23. 23 people need to follow. That's not a big ask, guys. Thank you for my king cow. Guys, I've put a tiny goal up there of baby foxes. We need 12 more, and we've made our goal. Is that not amazing? Hello, Geezer. Hello, Fred Geezer. It's from Still Game. No, it's from Taggart. Stay fabulous. Thank you, Jamie. Absolutely. Morning from Swansea. So there we are. King Cow has just sent me a baby fox, several baby foxes. No, one baby fox. The Western media, America's mainly promoting evilness. Why would you promote evilness? There's enough without it. You'd have to promote it. Good morning from Beaumore and Isla. Good morning, Ali. Kamraha umaha hakama. Falchi, ki damili falchi. Don TikTok, I guess YouTube, I guess Scottie McClue. You don't have a Scottish accent. Ollie, this is the broadest of broad Scottish accents. This is what we call pure Glasgow. You silly, silly person. Good morning from Mars, Czar. We love you from Mars. I could eat a whole bar. Please say this line. It's from Still Game. No, I couldn't say that line, Owen. I think we all have to stick together. Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, there was a lorry load of syrup overturned on the motorway last week, and the drivers were being asked to stick to the inside lane. See what I just did there? Now, there we are. There's Zoe. DINKY-DOO. Oh, no, it's not Zoe. It's Percy. Sorry, Percy. Come on, Percy. Come on, Zoe. There we are. Mr. Martin, we have more chance of... oh, Mr. Martin, I don't think we'll be saying that. Tut-tity, Mr. Martin. I think we'll have to take that down. Mr. Martin, I'm very surprised at you. Dear, oh dear. We'll just remove that. Tut-tity. We want freedom. We do. Everybody wants freedom. Guys, I need another 9 followers on the TikTok. And can everybody go tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap on their phones? And can we also have another 5 subscribers on the YouTube channel? Anyway, what time are you going to Mass, says Owen. Well, it depends when Mass is. Do you never go to early Mass, Owen? Alan says, I remember you visiting in Coatbridge many years ago. Yes, Alan, that would be right. When was that? Have you analysed American news? Well, of course, I analyse it all the time. Everybody does. I mind you, a few years ago, DINKY-DOO, thank you, Jim. One island. Well, there is one island and one island, but you've got the north, which is the 6 counties annexed. So there you are. So what you've got, up the Royal Artillery, says Gare, good British Army man. We salute you, Gare, and we salute the Royal Artillery. Thank you very much for that. Roll out the badges, Scotty. Yes, but Mr. Martin, what were you thinking? Dearie me, can you point out any evilness? Well, JRC, there's always evilness in the news because the journalists are trained to find it. Otherwise, they're absolutely scared stiff that the viewers will just switch off if there's no evilness. So if it was all good news, but I think nowadays, because we've had so much evilness, you know, I think it would be great if we had goodness or good news, as we say. See what I just did there? JRC, absolutely. JRC had to switch the news off. There we are. He says, I'm awake. Well, I think the whole world's awake now. Sorry, I meant to go over now early to talk to God. Well, Owen, take your beads, your rosary, and say the rosary, and get yourself over to Mass. Can we get a wee tune on the squeeze box? Yes, I'll ask the public, though. We only do the squeeze box if the nation wants it. Guys, I need 8 more followers on TikTok. In fact, just everybody watching, just follow if you can. We need 8 of you. I'll start the bidding at £50 for the badge on your cap. Oh, the only one in the world at the moment. Well, no, maybe we've got some more. I'll have a look, Mr. Martin. I think 50 would be a bit of a giveaway. There we have it. DINKY-DOO. The live stream. Absolutely, Owen. Do you have the Mass live streams? There we are. Yes to the Royal Artillery. No to the box, says Gare. You don't want me to play your tune. Okay. We've had a no from Gear for a tune on the squeeze box. Guys, I need everybody watching the TikTok to follow me and tap, tap, tappity tap on their phones. I think you go up to the top left and click the plus. So even the laziest of person could manage a wee follow of Scottie McClue. Play the bagpipes. Give Ireland back to the Irish. Well, Polly, Ireland is back with the Irish. What you will find if you go up to the north, they're all Irish. So you don't need to ever worry about giving Ireland back to the Irish. There we are. I can tell you that. The only thing is Ireland has never, ever left us. The only thing is, as Owen says, the only thing is I think at the moment Westminster are picking up the tab. If you wanted Dublin to pick up the tab. So there we are. Scottie McClue, Logan. Scottie McClue. I tell you. You have no ears if you don't want a tune from Scottie, says Robert. Absolutely, Robert. I've never, ever, ever had anybody sensible refuse a tune in the box. We're doing better for followers, guys. I need another six. And can we have another? We want the YouTube channel to go to 5,000 subscribers. All right. Opinions on Cornwall, says Gear. We love Cornwall, Gear. I won't hear a word against Cornwall. And I certainly won't hear a word against Cornwall on here. So there you are. So I say to you, afternoon, everybody in Cornwall. We're talking places like Elston, Mazel, Mevagissey, Penzance. I'm thinking now, where else? Goonelly Downs, Truro. Can you do a Liverpool accent? JRC, of course, I can do a Liverpool accent. What a silly question. DINKY-DOO from Liverpool. We love the bones of yous. It's fantastic. Tell everyone to tune in to Scottie McClue. Cornwall jam on first. Proper job. Jam on first and then cream. Can you do an Australian accent, Sybil? Of course I can do an Australian accent. I'm from Down Under. There we are. Jethro is and always be a legend. Oh, we like Jethro. Brilliant. Thank you. There you are, JRC. You see, I never disappoint. I tell you. Now, what have we got here? Guys, I need another 7 followers. 7 followers. 5 and 2. Following on the TikTok now. Are you going to be one of the followers? Tell me when you've followed and I'll give you a shout out. And I have ears, don't worry, my friend Robert McNaughton. You are a connoisseur of fine music. And I love Australia so much. Well, Sybil, we all love Australia. Fair dinkum. Dublin is more English than the North. They colonized Dublin 1,000 years ago. Who colonized Dublin? The Irish. When? Well, I tell you. Good morning, Scottie. Good morning, Susan. Did they rebuild Nelson's column? I've always wondered about that. Who knows, guys? Anybody from Dublin watching? Did they rebuild Nelson's column after, was it 1916? There's a good question. Good question, Scottie. We love it. Guys, I need everyone on TikTok. Tap, 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 tap your phones. I shouldn't have to keep telling you. My family originated from Dublin, JRC. Penguins Retro Games. Love these names, guys. Jethro, saw Jethro live on many occasions, a true gentleman. What happened was, that's right, I like Jethro. And we've done trade there ever since, 800 years before they invaded the North. Are you a patriot? I hate this country. I wish I was Australian. Sybil, never, ever, ever hate anything. What was the question, says Owen? Owen, we want to know if Dublin rebuilt Nelson's column after 1916. Favourite football teams is RT. Well, I think Man U. I like the Arsenal as well. You know, the Gunners. Who knows why they were called the Gunners? Hello, Susan. How are you today? This is Mr. Martin. Susan says, good morning, Mr. Martin. Susan says, good morning, Scottie. Good morning, Susan. How lovely to have you with us. Can I have a thumbs up on the YouTube channel? Have all the TikTokers checked out the YouTube channel? I think you should. It's all there. 1916 was the year of the uprising in Ireland. We know, Owen. Yes, that's why I said. So there we are. Well, no, there's been a few uprisings, but 1916 was apparently a tough one. But you see, you have to be careful because action equals reaction. Up the Royal Artillery, says Ian Jam Dog. We salute the Royal Artillery. There we are. Hi from Aberdeen. Dinky-Doo, Doogie, fat like for your doos. I'm a proud Irishman from the Bogside in Derry. I know my history. Well, Owen, every Irishman should be proud. You don't have to be from the Bogside in Derry to be proud. There we are. Penguins. I only hate being Scottish. Sybil, never hate anything, my dear. You're shutting off an avenue of learning. You can like some things a little bit more than others, but never, ever, ever, ever hate. Give us a song, says Duke. Well, Duke, I can't give you a song. Otherwise, if I give you a song, then we could get a copyright strike, do you see? So there you are. And we don't want that. We were in the heart of the troubles in the Bogside and stood our ground. Well, yes, but I mean, it would have been better maybe if you hadn't stood your ground, if you'd just gone back into the house and had your breakfast. That's all I'm saying. Sing the wolf tones. Yes, God save Ireland. Donald, where's your trousers? Copyright strike. Sing up the rebels. The rebels different from the Christmas bells. There we are. Up the boys from across the border. So, Gear, that would be the 6 counties. Can I remember the 6 counties? Antrim, Armagh, Derry or Londonderry, Tyrone, Fermanagh, and County Down. How about that? See what I did there? What's your favourite Irish food? I think some porkers, double yolkers, and a little bit of soda bread. You're some boy, what about that, girl? So we had to stand our ground. No, you didn't, Owen. You could have gone back into the house and had your breakfast. And that would have just stopped all the nonsense. That's why I say confrontation is never a solution. There we go. It causes a problem for everyone. Are you very old? Well, that's a moot point. We don't really know how old I am because I don't have a birthday. My grandmother knitted me, and we think she dropped a stitch. What, bow to your scummy government? Now, Ian, you're not bowing to anything. It's your government as well. Owen says there's no London in Derry. Well, Owen, that's a moot point, you see, because the money for Derry came from London. And that's why you've got Derry there. So there wouldn't be a Derry if it hadn't been for London, if you get my meaning. And as a compliment, they called it Londonderry. But people felt that had a little bit of a colonial ring to it. And they said, let's just call it Derry. Come on, you Ternent Juniors, says Jamie. Live for it, Ternent. So there we are. Tetleys or tenants. Well, I prefer the tea. I'm a tea man. So there you go. I'm probably going to move to India to help them out. They're stuck in the 1940s at the moment. There was meant to be no money from London, but it went to Belfast. Well, there's meant to be money from London. No, there was a lot of money came from London before the blockade. What's your opinion on beans? Beans, good for the heart. The more you eat, the more you fantasize. Did you vote for Brexit? DM. I can't think of a more offensive question. I'm from Kilmacombe, says Ari. Kilmacombe, we love it. We love Kilmacombe. I can go back to when you could get the train to Kilmacombe. Is that not beautiful? Everything's free. Yes, free dairy. There we have it. A good thing. I'd rather go back in time. This age is ridiculous. Well, yes, it is, actually. Scottie, are you looking forward to seeing the famous Glasgow Rangers win? Yes, but Nathan, might they get beat by the famous Glasgow Celtic? Is this what we don't know? Yes, as long as you all belt out the national anthem properly, both sides, nice and clear. God save our gracious King, long live our noble King. God save the King, send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the King. Now, what's not to like about that? So I'm just teaching everyone. Love your voice. I thank you, KT. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. We love this. I think about every night and day. Hey there. Is that your groomer on the wall behind you? The dog. I groomed the dog just to keep him black and shiny. You can see him there. That's him. That's Lord Reith, the Labrador. Isn't he beautiful? Scottie, I went to the opticians on Thursday. They told me I have SMTH. I didn't know. It's not common. I don't know what it is, Sybil, so I could not tell you. You definitely voted for Brexit. No, DM. The people that voted for Brexit were worked from the back by billionaires in whose interest Brexit was. We lost £250 billion in Brexit for nothing. Nothing. And look at us now. We're like a third world country. The shelves empty in the shops. We've got depression, recession. What else have we got? A new mild variant. We had lockdowns. We lost 150 billion on that. 100 billion pounds went to one big company. You know, what's good about that? I've been worried sick since advice. All wrong, Scottie. It has to be the Flower of Scotland. Jamie, Flower of Scotland's a beautiful little folk tune, which was sung very quietly by the wonderful Corries, Roy Williamson and Ronnie Brown. But the national anthem for Scotland is God Save the King. Same as the national anthem for Northern Ireland. Yes. I mute that song if it comes up with the Royal Artillery. Well, Owen, never mute it. Learn the words and sing them at the top of your voice. The English didn't want no black dogs. The English don't mind the Labrador. Yes. There we have it. Good to hear. Absolutely. Up the Royal Artillery, says Gear. Royal Artillery are a very popular regiment this morning. Yes, indeed, Gear. We salute you. Are you watching the old film today? I'll maybe dip in and out, Caden. I have quite a lot on today. What do you see right now that you can't see in the future involving moments that are happening now? Everything, JRC. I can see everything coming together like one big jigsaw. But remember, good will always triumph over evil. Otherwise, the game's up. All right. So there we are. Do you salute the Army Cadet Corps? Yes, of course, Mr. Martin, the Army Cadet Corps. We acknowledge them. Marvelous. Marvelous setup. Very good for young people. There we are. I don't think you'd call them the ACC. I think you'd call them the OTC. There we are. What about that? Now, I meant something. I had to shorten it. Can you use euros in your city, says Ewan? No, I think you'd probably be better to change them at the bank for pounds, for smackaroonies, for squidettes, for pearly divers. I'm from London, so I don't care about football, but I've never liked Celtic. Why not, Nathan? They are a very, very, very fine team. Why would you not like Celtic? Who's got any reason not to like Celtic? Has anybody watching got a reason not to like Celtic? If so, declare it now or forever hold on to your peace. Hail, hail. Guys, I need another 10 followers. 10 followers in the TikTok, and we need another dozen. So, well, we actually could do with another 500 subscribers. Why doesn't every single one of that make your mission today to subscribe to Scottie McClue's YouTube channel? I don't think that's too much to ask. It's a click, and it doesn't cost you a bean. The Army Catering Corps. Yes, my friend's grandfather saved 50,000 lives in the First World War. He shot the cook. Katie, DINKY-DOO, Jamie sent me one. I've got 9 wee foxes. If anybody's feeling flush, there's a wee goal there. And we need 11 wee foxes. Can you see it there, guys? So if anybody's feeling flush, stick a wee fox in. That would be so beautiful of you. We salute the Catering Corps. I'm from London. I don't care about football, says Nathan. So there you are. So you'd probably have to go to the bank and change your euros. So there we are. The Scottish Slim Guy. Yes, she is indeed a year, but she was 97. But thank you for singing God Save the King. There we are. It's a shame for the kids. So there you are. Don't chat. We're like a fourth world country now. Wow. Guys, we're halfway with the wee foxes. Somebody's just put wee foxes in Scotty's Good Morning Goal. We need 10 wee foxes. We've made it. Wow. So who else have we got, guys? We were lied to about Brexit. Utter disgrace. Trucker Dave, what's new? You're lied to all the time. Have you ever heard of a politician's promise? Have you ever seen one come to fruition? There we have it. Money needs to go. And what are you going to use, JRC? Wampum. Anybody know what wampum is? Who can tell me? If you've just joined us on the YouTube channel, a very, very warm welcome. Scottie McClue, the world's top talk show. Can everybody go over the Aldershot boys? Absolutely, Mr. Martin. I know them well. There we are, the home of the British Army. Bisley. Have you ever heard of Bisley? There we go, fantastic. My father was stationed at Bulford on Salisbury Plain. There we are. So tell us more, JRC. Money needs to go. No one wants us, says Owen. Owen, everyone wants you. You still haven't answered my question about Nelson's column in Dublin. This less squeeze box, more wolf tons. Who's winning today against the Rangers and Celtic? Well, I don't know. Somebody said they hated Celtic, and we gave them a row for it. Hail, hail, I say. I mean, what a thing to say. How's it going, Scotty? Dinky-Doo, MX Marquet? Do you think Ireland is ever to be united? Well, Owen, it's united now. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, the 6 counties wish to remain annexed because they know that the money is better than if they were with Dublin. And there would need to be a lot of negotiation. But I don't think Northern Ireland brings in a lot of money to Westminster. It's not like Scotland, which is purely a cash cow. So there we go. So the UK is united at the moment and people are wanting out. Do you know what I mean? Would Northern Ireland want independence from the UK and become a separate country within Ireland? So you've got Ireland and Northern Ireland, 2 countries there. So, I mean, what would change, I say to you? But Ireland is definitely united. I can remember being in Ireland. I know every blade of grass in the Emerald Isle. I was right down the south. And they said to me, so when are you having to go, Scotty? I said, I've got to go tomorrow. I said, is there a difference if I go over the border? And they said, there's no border now, Scotty, really. Mind you, that was 20 years ago. I don't know if Brexit has screwed everything up. Scotty, you'd never catch me singing. Well, Jamie, you need to learn it and sing. Everybody needs to belt out God Save the King. We need to be Glasgow United. There we are. It's wonderful. And it's only the first verse, you know. Good morning from Hull. Good morning, Reese. Lovely to have you with us. My good Irishman, good morning. Good morning, Matt. Lovely to have you with us. So there we are. Do one, Scotty. Okay, just one. One tune on the squeeze box. Do you know the Scottish national animal? Yes, the unicorn. There we are, the unicorn. The one con. The one with the horn in his head. I won't demonstrate. Is the last name Tracy, Scottish? There are a lot of Scottish Tracys, but it sounds maybe more Irish to me. Yes. Advice on not worrying about it. Sybil, what were you worrying about? And we'll tell you. Incorrect. Northern Ireland were told they can't use God Save the King anymore. Who's told them that, Owen? Well, Scottie McClue's telling them different. I'll find out about this and have a word with somebody. All my Turnent family are Rangers fans. I'm the only hippie. Jamie, the high bees. Did you have to get a separate bus in from Turnent to Easter Road? So there we go. I ask you, guys, we're going to have to go soon. Now, has everybody followed on the... We need more followers all the time, guys. Follow Scottie McClue on the TikTok. Check out every single video. Put your comments on there. Absolutely. And, oh, quick call. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
It's me, Scotty.
Dinky-Doo.
McClue. It's the boys in blue. Then he said to me, fuck that.
Oh, you can't say that, for goodness sake. Sunday morning, we're guests at people's houses. You're naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Right, there we go. We're going to have to go soon anyway, guys. I do apologize for mentioning, what was the word, boys in blue or something. When will Britain get out of Ireland? Why do they need to occupy a foreign country? Well, DM, they're not occupying it, and Britain is not in Ireland. Ireland is in Ireland. Yes, indeed. Sure, they're administered from Westminster because Stormont need to get their act together. But, you know, we need more backbone in Stormont. So there's no occupation. There's no foreign country. We all speak the same language. We're all the same people. Everyone in Britain is originally Irish if you're not French or Italian or German. So there we are. We all came via Ireland. So forget occupying, forget British, Brits, forget them being in Ireland. None of that is now the case. All you've got in Ireland are Irish people, visitors, or incomers. All right? So forget all that old stuff, DM. Your head's up your backside. You're living 100 years out of date. Okay? So there we are. It's already England's national anthem. Well, Owen, it was Ireland's national anthem as well for about 200 years, or 150 years. It was written by George Frederick Handel, who was German. You see? So there you have it. So it's not really the English national anthem, it's the British national anthem. Do you want Scottish independence? Well, Alan, that's a wee bit of a silly question. Everybody wants Scottish independence. It's just how to go about it. Some of the unionists are frightened because they don't realize that we would need to be 100% behind the monarchy. And anybody who wants independence and is not 100% behind the monarchy won't get it. Are you with me? So get your act together. Do you think we grow our own fruit and vegetables? Well, we should do, but a lot of them come from abroad. Do you salute the parachute regiment who murdered their own citizens in Derry? Well, DM, I think, again, what you're doing is going back to the days of the Troubles. And I think it was a totally different day. And I think the people could have behaved a lot differently. And the security services were obviously made very nervous by the behavior. I think, DM, I think you should go and watch the documentaries. And we've already had the inquiries, you see. But do I salute the parachute regiment? Yes, my father was a para. So everybody should salute the parachute regiment. But they were put in a very difficult position. What's going on here? You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Oh, somebody panicked and hung up. Right, not a problem. Guys, we're going to have to go. I love you all very much. The Independent Royal Artillery. Yes, that's against living in the past. They've long gone. Guys, I'm not going to be able to take any more calls because we're out of time. Don't think I don't love you. And as for you beautiful, beautiful Irish people, beautiful Scottish people, time for some of the old Irish guys whose head's still up their backside, chuck all that stuff and move forward. Okay? Very, very important, especially for somebody like yourself, Jamie, and especially for DM. So there you are. I salute you as well. Fantastic. Up the Royal Artillery. Scotty, what would happen if all the bovines pass wind at the same time? I think Mr. Martin would get a lovely burst of energy and the air would change from very fresh to very, very fresh. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for watching us, Dinky-Doo. Oh, aren't they wonderful? And our beautiful, beautiful YouTubers, we're going to have to go. Stay fabulous, every single one of you. Stick out your tongues and say ta-ta, ta-ta. And once again, ta-ta.